Welcome back, you beauties. Over the years, Dove has been known for supporting inclusivity through some very meaningful and impactful campaigns. And that is exactly what they are doing with their latest campaign, Express Yourself in 100 Colors, in which they encourage all women to celebrate and express their individuality through style and color. Don't hold back. Brand manager Navini Ramsamy, disability rights activist Megan Chalkwe-Adonis, and Braille fashion designer Bellini Naidu Engelbrecht are all here to tell us a bit more about what this inclusive campaign can actually unlock. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I know this because I've gone through a couple of life cycles with this brand and understand how much these connections mean to you. You don't look back, you look forward, and you take your market with you. I absolutely love it. We love the sound, and we kept saying Expresso Yourself in 100 different ways, which is not actually what the campaign is called. But we are all about expressing ourselves, using the opportunity that we have. So what does this campaign embody for you? And you look gorgeous. All three of you look absolutely gorgeous today. So thank you for expressing yourselves with the color today. Yeah.
Thank you for having us. I think it's important to start off by just saying Dove has always stood for real beauty by real women. We create products that care for all our women. And Express Yourself in 100 Colors is no different. We want women to be color confident without the embarrassment of white marks and stains that a deodorant causes.
For sure.
I'm sure you've struggled with that even as a gent.
Part of the job.
100%. And at Dove, we create products to actually counter that challenge itself. I think the most amazing thing about this campaign and the strategic intent was based on two human truths. One, as we unpacked it, we learned that a woman's confidence is dictated by a woman expresses herself through the color she uses.
For sure.
So expressing herself through color is key. And I think the second but most important unlock was understanding that visual impairment is the highest disability in South Africa. Can you imagine that? Just visual impairment. 52% of people are visually impaired. And as a product, Dove Invisible Dry is the only deodorant in Southern Africa that actually has been tested in 100 colors to leave no white marks or stains, thus enabling all women to be color confident and without the embarrassment of white marks or stains. So, yeah.
I keep hearing the word purpose ringing in my head today. That seems to be the common thread here. And I could ask you the question why it would be so important for you to represent your market in this way, but it just makes good business sense for the future because you want people to be confident and embrace that. Where it comes to bear for me is Megan with you. As an activist who works in this space, these numbers are things that you are coming into contact with every single day. But you are well aware that numbers and statistics don't represent the people behind that. You very much do. Why is it so important to have your voice heard, for you to express yourself in this way through this campaign? What drew you in?
I think for me, first of all, for the sector, for persons with disabilities, for young women, for women with disabilities and those living with visual impairment, this campaign gave a unique opportunity for us to find expression and identity. But not only that, it said that we appreciate and we acknowledge you as consumers of Dove products, right? Invisible Dry. For me, as someone who is invested in fashion, in beauty, and defying the odds, this partnership with Dove was exactly that. It was breaking boundaries. It was redefining beauty and fashion. It was really giving an opportunity to women to come and say, I am confident, I am part of society. And Dove says, we see you as a confident woman and we want to be part of your journey. So this has been really exciting for us. It meant that we are able to amplify the voices of women. We're able to instill confidence in women with disabilities and groom young girls with disabilities to stay confident and be part of a revolution when it comes to fashion and beauty.
I call it a movement, girl, a movement. And I will say it to 100% certainty on the show, representation absolutely matters. For those young girls, they cannot believe it until they actually see it. A great place to be seen, the Durban July. And Bellini, I'm going to get your take on this in just a second, but talk to me about the connection, because obviously that's an amazing opportunity to express yourself.
100%, and I think that's the bigger moment where we bring the brand say and do to life. So we're not just saying, we're doing, and
action.
We've partnered with this amazing woman who's going to bring that to life. And Bellini Naidu Engelbrecht has been amazing through this journey. We're going to be creating the first Dove 100 Colors Braille-inspired dress to talk to all women, and we'll be showcasing that at the Durban July.
I love that. Bellini, there's your cue, because no pressure. You're not just representing, obviously, a beautiful fashion element here in one of the biggest fashion showpieces that the country has, but this is an opportunity to plug into a community that has been underserved, and a massive community. Over 50% of our population can connect to this notion. How are you feeling about taking this on board?
First, it is very overwhelming, but proud at the same time, you know, as a fashion designer that is designing for inclusive fashion and making that bold statement and getting the course around it and creating awareness for visually impaired people all over the world, you know, I'm excited about that.
What goes through your mind when trying to create something like that? Because so much of where you would start would normally be visual, but now you're adding another dimension here. How have you approached that creatively?
So it is, I think, designing the dress for the Hollywood Bets Durban July, incorporating the theme, Megan the South, and then Dove. It was a bit challenging because you don't just have Ride the Wave, the theme. I mean, there's different elements to add into one dress, and it's a showstopper, and you're creating something first of its kind. It is, like I said, overwhelming, but there's a lot of thought process, a lot of trials, a lot of trials of testing products. So yes.
It's going to be a game changer. Megan, I'm watching you nod your head here and just smile, and that smile's getting wider and wider. As someone who has been very bravely playing in this space, because it seems like you feel it is your duty to do this, the fact that we are having this conversation, that this step has been taken, and you've got one of the biggest brands in the world now rallying to this cause, how does that make you feel, and how much of a difference is this going to make, do you think?
For me, as Megan Adonis, someone with visual impairment, a young African woman with a disability, what Dove is doing is really, like I said, redefining beauty and fashion, number one. It's instilling confidence, number two. And then lastly, it's saying that we are going to be part of a journey of grooming confident women, right?
Yeah.
And we just look at it, and for me, it's been really exciting working with both Dove and Bellini as well, and designing this beautiful dress, collaborating, exchanging ideas, and just bringing awareness around visual impairment and disability, where we are really saying we're destigmatizing disability as a whole. And myself being an activist, that is very important when you align yourself with a brand. What is it that they are trying to achieve? What type of impact are you going to make when you partner or collaborate? Are you going to just collaborate for a transactional, or are you going to actually make meaningful impact? And Dove is doing exactly that through this collaboration, where we're looking at, I mean, for me, Dove is a global brand. And we're saying, as a young woman, as a woman with a disability, as an African woman, Dove is saying it is redefining, like I said, beauty and fashion, and it wants to take you along with. And just seeing, you've never seen, or let me say, it's very rare that you find women with disabilities on beauty or fashion campaigns.
For sure.
And Dove is doing it boldly, proudly, and unapologetically.
And they're doing it because it makes good business sense. I can see this full circle coming together here. Purpose, purpose, purpose. I absolutely love what you do. I have a feeling we're going to be tracking this one for a long time. It is going to be an opportunity to see fashion through a new light, but I think a drastically underserved part of our community is finally getting a moment to shine. So you can join Dove on stage at the Durban July. That's on the 6th of July, obviously, as they reveal the incredible Braille dress designed by Bellini, of course, and worn by the gorgeous Megan. And together they are literally redefining the fashion industry through inclusivity in a way that we haven't seen before. This is a game changer. And Dove Invisible Dry Deodorant, tested on 100 different fabric colors. It's going to deliver, proven to leave no white marks or stains, while offering superior 48-hour underarm protection. And at the heart of all of that, confident women who are not shy to express themselves. Well done.